Hi everyone, I am Maritza, and today I want to share with you what personal ministry or lay counseling and the Lord did for me. I'm going to make two videos, which the first one will be more on a bit of background and my journey leading up to personal ministry, and the second one will be more on personal ministry and how it has helped me personally as a mother, a friend, and also in my work. I'm a mother of a beautiful 10-year-old daughter. I have a heart for people and I am passionate about building into their lives and passing on what I have learned and what has worked for me. Just to guide them a bit and to help them in things that they may be struggling with. I come from a background of a lot of hurt, disappointment, brokenness, and always feeling something is missing, but not knowing what. I was so used to wearing masks in front of people, not to let them see the real broken me, and going from relationship to relationship to try and fill the hole and the voids in my heart. I would have agreed to whatever what was asked of me, no matter how many emotional harm it caused me, just to feel accepted, loved, and worth something, even if it's for a limited time. So, after another failed relationship, I was so broken and it felt like I really reached my limit. I couldn't take any more pain and I just broke down into an emotional wreck, not knowing if I'm coming or going. Like my dustbin was full, it was overflowing. So, I decided to open up to a work friend of mine. She actually called on my store at the time. And I just shared my heart with her and what I'm going through and what I'm feeling like. And in the middle of our conversation, I said to her, I'm done. I don't want people to fill the voids in my heart. I need Jesus to fill them. At that stage, I had no clue where that was coming from. And today, I am certain it was all part of God's plan and that it was the Holy Spirit ministering to me. So, she suggested that I go to a service of at for Joburg and just see what it's like. So I was very skeptical. By Sunday morning, when it was time to get up, that was really the last thing I felt like doing. I was afraid to be rejected once again and to feel I don't belong there either. But I decided to get up and go, telling myself that I don't have anything to lose. I mean, here I am, flat down on the ground. I'm broken. I don't feel worth anything. I mean, what more can I lose? So the first 2 months in church was a huge challenge for me. The first few Sundays during praise and worship, I would just start crying and sobbing, not knowing why. And then I started having these thoughts telling me to just walk out. I don't want to be there, and no one is going to notice it anyways. I don't fit in. Um, I don't belong there. But somehow I got the strength, and I just answered back saying that I'm not going anywhere, and I want to see what this is about. Later on in my journey, as I started connecting with people in the community, I started asking questions. So, through the questions, I've learned that it was the presence of the Holy Spirit that made me cry because I wasn't sad. I was just crying, not knowing why. And my thoughts telling me to go was the enemy attacking, trying to get me to leave. And thanks to God's grace and for His Spirit that has given me the strength to fight through it, I stayed. I joined a small group and I cut out anything and everyone in my life that I thought would impact me negatively or could hold me back from getting to know God and who He is. That was music, people, things I used to do. For example, going out clubbing and dancing. And most definitely toxic relationship with guys. Even some of my friendships I've cut short. Um, a few months later, God has taken me out of my job where I used to work 12 to 14-hour shifts a day, including weekends, and I did not even do a thing except for the one night I remember I was crying again, like hopeless, not knowing what to do, and I just said to the Lord that I really need to get out of here. I need something else, but I don't know how or what or where. So the one day a lady phoned me saying that she's heard about me and wants to know if I'm interested in a new job. I listened to her, but I've turned down the offer due to the hours was exactly the same as I was working at this stage. Um, and I needed better hours because I wasn't spending time with my daughter. I didn't really have time even to get to know the Lord because I'm always working. So a week later I had two more calls just like that, and an offer from my company's head office. Still I did not settle for any one of them. I mean, how weird was that for me at that time, because I didn't even submit a CV, and suddenly these people are phoning me telling me they've heard about me. So 2 weeks later, I had another call, and a friendly lady said to me she heard about me and she would like to talk to me about a job offer if I have any time. So we agreed on a suitable time, but I immediately felt an excitement rising in me, like this is the one. She phoned later, asked a few questions, explained the position, and asked that if she can get me the same hours or the same salary for much less hours, if I will take it, if I will be interested. So I said to her, well, then we can start talking. I went for the first interview and really did not try to get the position. It was in finances, and I hate working with figures for the whole day. I even told them that in the interview that it makes me sleep. Surprisingly, I was called for a second interview and I was so shocked. So as I drove, I said to the Lord, if this is really from Him, that I don't want to have to make the choice. And so it happened. I got a call from the CEO of the company the day after my second interview, and he asked me to come see him again. As I arrived there, my contract and my offer were typed out, and he asked me to go read through it, and if I'm happy with it, to sign it and let them know when I can start and that they are prepared to wait for me. I knew immediately that that was God. I mean, there's no way that it could be anything else. 3 weeks later, I started my new job, and I was so happy. I felt lighter, not so tired all the time, and finally I had time to spend with my daughter and time to get to know God. So about 2 months later, they advertised the personal ministry or lay counseling training, and I immediately felt that that's where I need to be. People always came to share with me things they were going through and struggling with, seeking advice and sometimes just guidance, and that was an opportunity to learn how to help and guide them the right way, and using the time which God has given to me to give back to Him and His kingdom. That is all for the first video. If you want to continue listening more about the um, effect and personal ministry and lay counseling had for me personally and how it has helped me, please click on the second video. Enjoy your day. Bye.